How's it going, football fans, and welcome back to my channel. Champions League. It is the semifinals. I just want to give you guys my predictions. So let's get to it. Let's start off with Villarreal versus Liverpool. Got to give Villarreal a lot of credit here. Tons and tons of credit. Didn't expect them to be here. I said that in both of my previous Champions League predictions. I thought they were a little lucky to get out of the group. And the fact that they struggled against a team like Man United, I just didn't think they had what it takes. They're 7th in the La Liga, but here they are in the Champions League semifinal. And it's been, what a ride it's been. And they've deserved it. This isn't, I don't think this is luck. They deserved it. They were the better team versus Juve. Versus Bayern, yeah, you could say that they did get outplayed, but I mean, they defended really well. And they took their opportunities when they had them. It's amazing to see, and I'm glad I'm witnessing such an amazing story. I mean, this is like the Cinderella story, isn't it? I'm loving every minute of it, but I know I've chosen against you guys every time, and every time you guys have proved me wrong. But those were against different teams. Liverpool are a different breed right now. You know, Juve, they aren't the best. I thought because of their experience, they should have been able to get it past y'all. They didn't. Y'all proved me wrong. You outplayed them. Congrats. Bayern, they're in a little bit of a slump. They just don't seem themselves as of right now, and you guys took full advantage. Full credit goes to Villarreal. I'm trying not to pick against y'all again, but this time I just don't see any other way. I just don't. Liverpool, they are just a different breed, and the thing about Liverpool is they can play bad and still win comfortably. I've seen them play terrible sometimes, you know, getting outdone in the midfield, not being dominant, you know, them not creating as many chances or too many mistakes, but yet it doesn't matter how bad they can be sometimes. Even when you think a team has them, just like that, as soon as you think you got them, you're down 2-0, right? I've seen it many times. There's so many times I think Liverpool is not going to be their day, and then somehow the game ends up with them winning by 2 or 3 goals. It's just nuts. They were a different breed, and I'm sorry, Villarreal fans. You guys are great. It's a great team. I'm so impressed with Emery and the squad that he has built to win the Europa League. And then next year, the next season, get to the Champions League final, having to go against Juve and Bayern, top dogs. It's very impressive, but if this was any other team, I would be giving you guys more of a chance. If this was any other team. But since this is Liverpool, and the way they are rolling right now, they're magical. I just watched them play today. They were struggling that first half, couldn't produce nothing, and then that second half, they got 2 goals, and the way they get them is just nuts sometimes. It doesn't even, I don't even understand it sometimes. They're just playing, they're the team to watch, honestly, right? They're just the team, and I don't want to be dick riding Liverpool, right? But there's just so many times. We faced them twice. My team faced them twice in just the past week and a half, right? Or 2 weeks, whatever it was, right? Very tough games. We had Atletico, and then we had Liverpool back to back. Very tough games. That first game, we outplayed them, out-created them, outdid them, but yet they still found a draw. They got so many clutch players. They got the draw. Even though they didn't create many chances, even though we had them in their side of the field most of the game, they got the draw. Second time we played them, we didn't put out as a strongest side, but still a decent side. They humiliated us that second half. Now, what I do think Liverpool do need to tighten up is that when they are dominating games from the start, and when it is going their way, second half you can see a big drop of level and intensity, and that's when teams start to come back, like we've seen it with Benfica. Even though Liverpool were bruising most of that game, I mean, they put themselves in a situation to where they did end up putting, you know, some of their big players because they were only up, you know, a goal or 2. Same with the Man City, you know, we didn't have the best squad out there, still a good side, but the humiliated us that first half. Didn't even have to get out of second gear. You know, second half they really could have taken it up a notch, really embarrassed us, but they didn't. They allowed us to get back in the match, and towards that last 5-10 minutes of the game, I forgot, it was really close. That's the only thing I would critique about this team. Other than that, it's just tough to see them losing to anybody right now. It's just very tough. It's very tough for me to see a Villarreal getting past this Liverpool. Now, I don't think Liverpool are just going to run through you guys. I've given you guys your credit, and I've always said that you guys are a tough team, and you're going to make it tough on anyone. I do believe that. I didn't think you would beat Bayern. You did. I didn't think you beat Juve. You did. I thought you would make it tough. I didn't think you would beat them. Now this game, I don't think you're going to beat them. I'm 95% sure that you guys won't beat Liverpool. I'm just 95% sure. But what I will say is you guys are a tough team. You guys can defend very well. And like Liverpool, you can get at them on the counter. I think it's going to be a close game. I think you guys will defend pretty well for how you've only allowed what, 2 goals in the past 4 matches of Champions League, maybe 3. I forgot how many Juve got against you guys. You guys have been very good defensively, so that's why I don't think Liverpool are gonna go out you and spank you guys by like 3 goals or 2. I think over the course of 2 legs, I'm doing this over the course of 2 legs again. I first I thought I was gonna do 1 leg, but I'd like to stick to my predictions unless something crazy happens in the first match that makes me feel like I have to come on here and state something. Then I will, but as of right now, I'm gonna do over the course of 2 legs, and over the course of 2 legs, I just believe Liverpool are going to take this 3-2. I just do. I think you guys can get a couple goals. I believe you guys will, but I think Liverpool will just find their way. Now, if I'm wrong again, then I will just never doubt you guys. I will never doubt you guys ever again. If I am wrong for the 3rd time in a row, I will never doubt you again. And I shouldn't be now, but I am. And it's just because it's Liverpool. If it was any other team, I would be giving you a chance. But since it's Liverpool, I just can't see it right now. If circumstances were different, if Liverpool weren't, in their winning ways, because like they can be taken advantage of, right? I thought Man City did it, but we didn't capitalize. We didn't take our chances. I feel like it's one or the other with teams. You have teams who maybe do take their chances over Liverpool, but they just aren't dominant enough, right? They just can't defend well enough. And then you have teams who can defend well enough, pick them apart in that midfield, because I believe that midfield can be there for the taking a lot of the times, even though it is getting better and Thiago and players like that are gaining confidence. I do believe that they can be outplayed. But then it's that second part. It's that finishing part. It's hard for a team to go against Liverpool and do both. I don't know why, but it just is. So that's why I'm going to have to go with Liverpool here. I'm sorry, Villarreal fans. This was a great story. I'm glad it happened. I'm so happy I got to see it. I'm going to have to choose Liverpool here. Now, on to Manchester City versus Real Madrid. This is a tough one. Because what I'm going to say here, I know Real Madrid fans maybe not like this, but it's the truth. I don't care what anybody says, but it's the truth. Best to best, we beat y'all. Best to best, Manchester City beats Real Madrid. I've said that with a lot of teams, but I honestly believe Man City are just that good. I believe Man City are just on a different level than Real Madrid right now. I know you guys are European champions. I know this is your tournament. You run this shit. But as of right now, level to level, if we, team versus team, we are the better team. For sure, we have the better players. There's not many Real Madrid players who make our team. There's just not. Other than Benzema, you can make a case for Courtois. Other than that, I don't see really much anyone else. I know you could say Modric maybe. I think he's too old though. We're not going to get into that, right? What I'm saying here is if we play our best versus y'all, I don't care how good you guys are on that night, we should beat you. But that's the thing. Everything has to go well for us, right? We have to stomp in your guys' throat and not let go at all. That's what other teams made the mistake. Chelsea, things didn't go their way the first game. They weren't clinical. You guys really got at them. You guys were flying once Benzema got that brace, right? That second game, they did what I thought they were going to do. Outplay you guys like they could, like they should, because I do believe they have the better overall team. But as soon as they got that lead, that 3rd goal to get the lead, they relaxed a bit. They thought they had already won the game. And when you think you have won the game and when you think you are safe versus Real Madrid, that's when they make you pay. They have the chemistry. They can be taken advantage of. Like I said, PSG did it that first game. You can take their best players at the game. I don't think it's that difficult, right? I mean, Benzema will probably always maybe find his way to get a goal, but for the most part, you can take Benzema out the game. You can definitely take Vinicius out the game, and you can definitely take Modric out the game, right? Those are their stars, right? Those are their playmakers. But you got to do it the whole match. You can never lead up, because once you do, they'll make you pay. And that's what I'm afraid of for Manchester City. There's no doubt in my mind that Man City are at the Etihad and go to Real Madrid and outplay them. There's no doubt in my mind. We're going to outpossess them like we typically do with every team, but it's what we do with that possession. I know we're going to create chances. I know we're going to out-create Real Madrid. I just know it. Most people do know that, right? But as we've seen from this Man City team, their lack of finishing can really hurt them. Because we can possess the ball all we want. We can create the chances all we want. We can dominate all we want. But if we aren't being clinical and if we aren't taking advantage of that and finishing our chances, it's just not going to matter. Because if you give Real Madrid any life, they're going to take it. I know it. They have that many clutch players on their team, and they have the biggest one right now, Benzema, who will just take advantage. And that's just my worry, because, you know, Real Madrid are the kings of Europe. They do run this shit. And even when, you know, they're not at their best, right? You know, since Ronaldo left them, they just haven't been the same, right? You got players like Benzema stepping the up. I mean, they're in the semifinals. I think I just want to leave it at that, because I think that's what the game comes to. Man City don't take their chances. Real Madrid will make them pay. And that's it. I don't think there's much to really dive into. I mean, we can dive into Man City and some of their injuries. You know, I would really like to have Kyle Walker back, just because of that Vinicius. You know, I always love when Walker's in the game, especially when we're going against teams that have very fast players, because he tends to be able to shut him down with his speed. So I am a little concerned about that. You know, John Stones may be out. De Bruyne is fit right now, but he always seems to be getting clipped every game, and you just never know with him. So, you know, little injuries like that. Cancelo will be suspended that game. We can mention that, but even without him, I still believe that we can dominate them. It's just up to us to finish, and that's just it. We have to finish. We just have to. So predictions, yeah. My predictions for Manchester City versus Real Madrid is going to be tight. I don't think any team's going to come out here comfortable. Unfortunately, you know, I was kind of we just got out of a dogfight with Atletico Madrid. That was a different type of dogfight. That was like a literal fight. This is going to be another tough match. Maybe not physically, but football side, right? The technical part of it. So I'm still going to go with City here. I think we're going to win this game, or win this tie over the course of 2 matches. I'm going to say Manchester City are going to win this 4-2. Yep. Last time we went against them, we ended up winning this 4-2. But as we know, there was some huge mistakes from Varane in that. But this time, I think it's going to be different. I think this time, you know, we found our shooting boots last game, in yesterday's match. No, it was just Watford. But like I said, we can create chances versus any team. Any team, we will. But will we finish? Well, I'm hoping that they carry some confidence into this next match. Pep has a lot to think about, you know, as a player like Gabriel Jesus, someone who did very well versus Real Madrid the last time they played, someone who just scored 4 goals. A lot to think about there. Formations, I don't know how it's going to look like. We don't know if Walker will be back. But yeah, I'm thinking Manchester City is going to win this 4-2, but it can definitely get tighter than that. And like I said, Real Madrid, don't underestimate them. A lot of people are thinking this is where it ends for Real Madrid. They are very much alive, and they can very much take it to City. So I'm nervous. I'm going to stick with that. Manchester City winning this 4-2. Manchester City versus Liverpool final, I'm predicting. And yeah, I don't know if that's what I don't know if that's what I want, but I think that's what's going to happen. So other than that, like this video. Show me some love, man. I'm really hoping to get to 200 subscribers soon. So if you enjoyed this video and you enjoy my content, hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell if you really like me, you know. I want these views to be a little more consistent. So if you're liking the videos, hit that bell so you know when I post next, and so you can view it. But other than that, please like, subscribe. I'll see you next time.